And now it's time for us to have a conversation. But before we get into the conversation, in case you missed what happened on Saturday, the grand finale of the Literacy Challenge 2024, we have a little snippet for you. Watch this video, and when we come back, we will have a great conversation about this competition.
Actually coming to you live from the prestigious Alisa Hotels right here in the heart of Accra. And also, you know why we are here. It's all about the grand finale of the Literacy Challenge 2024. Are we excited about it? Yes. If you're excited about it, give yourself a round of applause. All right, so today we are actually gathered here to celebrate the brilliance and creativity of all the young students across the nation as they have come from different corners of the country today to show their literacy skills. I want you to remember that this is more than a competition. It's actually a testament to the importance of education, importance of reading, and also the potential that lies in the minds of the youth here in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to introduce the quizmaster. It's no other than my co-host on Breakfast Daily. That's if you watch ChannelOne TV, but if you don't, you should start watching it right now. It's no other person than Kweku Sechi David. Ladies and gentlemen, our quiz master.
Well, it's time for round one. So, contestant number one, your question is, what is the name of the current Minister of Education in Ghana?
Dr. Yao Eduju.
The answer is correct. What is the name of the Ghanaian satellite that was launched into space in 2017?
The Ghana satellite.
Ghana satellite, also known as Ghana Sat-1, is correct. Contestant number 6. Who is the current Minister of Health in Ghana?
Dr. Bernard Ukuboy.
That's correct. What is the name of the Ghanaian musician who won the 2020 BET Awards?
Stonebwoy.
Stonebwoy is correct. Which gulf forms the coastline of Ghana?
The Gulf of Guinea.
Gulf of Guinea is correct. The second female Chief Justice of Ghana was appointed to the Supreme Court recently. What is her name?
Madam Getty Tokonu.
That answer is correct. If a bicycle rider travels at an average speed of 20 kilometers per hour, how long will it take to travel 120 kilometers?
It will take him 6 hours.
6 hours is correct. If it takes 3 people 3 hours to dig a hole, how long will it take 6 people to dig the same hole?
1.5 hours.
1.5 hours is correct. Which vitamin deficiency is associated with rickets in children? Contestant number 1.
Vitamin D.
Come again?
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D is correct. Name the group of crops known for their nitrogen-fixing ability.
Legumes.
Legumes is correct.
Literacy Challenge 2024 is Oliver Kwachi Amwa. Is Lillian Amwako. And Lillian will be going home with 3,000 Ghana cedis. And some gifts from all our sponsors. Literacy Challenge 2024 is Frederick Loco! Going home with 10,000 Ghana cedis, a trophy, bragging rights, and of course, some souvenirs from all the sponsors.
All right, welcome back. And that is what happened on Saturday at Alisa Hotel. It's all about the grand finale of the Literacy Challenge. And excitingly, today we are about to celebrate our winners. In the studio with me, we have the winner of the Literacy Challenge, Frederick Loco, who's the winner of the Literacy Challenge 2024, Lillian Nakisha Amwako, first runner-up, and Oliver Kwachi Amwa, second runner-up, and also the one and only Apioka, the head of programs production right here on ChannelOne TV and City FM. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you, Chris. Good morning.
Good morning to you. All right, Apioka, I'm going to start with you.
Alrighty.
What's the feeling like? Especially from organization to the end.
No, it's another year done and dusted, and it's been a great year. You know, every year we get to meet new, young, fresh people, different personalities, different expectations, and this year was no different. I keep saying that it's an honor to, work on a project like this. It's a great initiative, if I must say so myself, from the home of ChannelOne TV and City FM. And I'm sure the young people, despite all the stress and the pressure, they also enjoyed themselves. But yes, we've completed the Literacy Challenge 2024. We have our winners. We're extremely proud of them.
Right.
All of the top 10 really showed up and out on Saturday. It was a tough quiz. It was a tough quiz. It was. But they showed up, they showed out, they delivered. And like we've been saying right from the beginning, all of the top 10 are winners. But of course, it's a competition.
True.
And so somebody has to take the ultimate prize. And that's what happened on Saturday.
Right.
But it's been such an honor.
Right.
Such an honor to interact with these young people throughout this journey.
Right. All right, Frederick, how'd you feel? What's the feeling like right now?
I'm very happy. I'm very excited at this point.
At this point. So how long did it take you to prepare for it?
It took me 2 weeks. And the first week after the aptitude test was announced, I decided to take it easy because it was like 3 weeks to the program.
Yeah.
So I said the first week, let me use 2 weeks. Then after that, the next 2 weeks, and I started preparing. My teacher said so. He was actually the one who was helping me throughout. He was seeing me through, then he'd be calling me, sending me things, what to learn, giving me ideas on topics to learn on to prepare. whenever something hits him, then you see that I should look on this, look at it. They'll be calling me to come. Sometimes we stay late hours and we learning. That's how preachers have been
Right. So when you say your teacher, is it that same teacher that carried you on the neck?
Yeah, that's
That
it.
one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys, he was all over
So
the
much
place.
energy.
He was screaming. He was screaming anytime he got the answer correct. Well, what's his name?
Sir Isel.
Sir Isel.
Yeah.
All right, Sir Isel, if you're watching, shout out to you. I think that's him, the one in
Yeah.
blue. I think he did well. I think he did well. Well done. All right, Lillian, how are you?
Like right now, I'm just really relieved because there was a lot of pressure doing the thing.
Right, right. So now you're relaxed.
Yes.
So how did you handle the pressure? Obviously, I mean, when you came out in the hall and you saw like everybody going to be watching you as you answered your question, how did you handle the pressure?
I just try not to look at them because if I focus on them, I feel like I'll just forget everything.
Right.
So I was just focusing on the quiz master and then the answers that I'll give.
So how long did it take you to prepare?
It's been like around 2 weeks. The first week though, we were still going through what I have learned, so we know what to learn. And then the other 2 weeks, my teacher was just helping me brush up areas where I wasn't sure like I was good at.
Right. Oliver wasn't too excited. But Oliver, you've done well, especially for the fact that you are still like a winner, like among the top 3. I know the last year's winner was from your school, and this year your school had 2 representatives,
So
and
they came third and fourth.
can you
So
imagine?
Oliver came third as a second runner-up, and then the young lady followed him closely.
Yeah. So okay, now the competition has ended. How do you feel? Let's forget about what happened in the competition and how you felt at that moment, But how do you feel right now?
I feel a little bit happy.
A little bit.
Because I thought I would emerge as the winner.
Right.
But it's a quiz. Anyone can win.
Yeah, anyone can win. Well, that's the spirit of competition that you should keep. Anyone can win, all right? And like looking at everything that happened, how do you think this actually impacts you?
That's really improved my passion in literacy. And it has pushed me to read more and learn more, because the questions we faced there were much tougher.
Wow, they were much tougher.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. But at the end, somehow, you guys still answered it. Yeah. That's to tell you that people are really reading, eh?
Yeah.
So you just have to keep on reading. That's very, very important. All right, Apioka, so now, what do you think is the future of the Literacy Challenge?
Well, I mean, it can only get bigger and better.
Yeah.
This year, one thing that we're very happy about is the fact that we've had, well, I mean, every year, the spread across the country has increased. And this year, we've had the widest spread ever.
Wow.
From 14 regions, so many young people participating. It's been great. And in the top 10, don't forget, we had someone from the central region, we had 2 people from the eastern region. Right. That's great. And then also, a lot of the time, because of the way our educational system is and the challenges that we have across the board, the young people who excel at these things, because they have a certain level of exposure to material, to certain areas of knowledge, they tend to do better when they're coming from certain schools. But Frederick, for example, his school, it's covenant-based, Covenant Presby, right? Yeah, it's not a private school, is it? It's a private school, but from the Presby school.
Yeah, Presby.
Yes, the Presby schools, right? Now, when we went to the school, the teachers were surprised that Frederick had made it to the top 10. Many of them were surprised, and they were very excited. I remember headmistress was so happy, and I'm sure when you go back to school, it's going to be crazy. You haven't gone yet.
No, I've gone there.
Yesterday we were in church.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw images from there as well.
Yeah, I'm still wondering how you guys saw it, because I didn't know.
Oh, don't worry. A little birdie sent it to us, But the point is that there are certain schools that have always been known to achieve certain things when it comes to things like this. But that's opening up, and that's very important. Yeah. The kind of success, the kind of literacy we want our young people to be exposed to and to have and to attain, it's not just for a select few. And we're seeing that this year, the spread has been much wider. And then going forward, I mean, of course, we will be pushing harder so that we can make sure that the word of it reaches the deepest, darkest corners. Because there may be a young person who may not necessarily have heard about it, but could equally have made it to the top 10 and maybe even won.
Right.
So that's where we'll be going with it. But it's here to stay, and I think that congratulations to these three, to the top 10, to the top 50, you know, and then to everyone who even attempted. It takes a lot, because I don't know if you've ever entered any kind of competition before or applied for something.
It takes a lot.
Even just applying for a certain school, right? You go in.
Even for a job.
For a job. Nobody enters a competition without having the top spot in mind, at least to some extent.
Right.
And the courage it takes to tell yourself that, no, I'm going to attempt this thing, and come what may, I will be okay, even though I want the top spot. That takes a lot of a toll on a person, and especially a young person. Is it not true?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of courage. I remember we went to one of the schools, and one of the teachers told us that, it said, if this person doesn't win, the students are going to tease them. And I said, why? I said, well, that's what happens. So it's really a lot of pressure. When we say it's pressure, you yourself, you are asking yourself, oh, could I have done better? Did I do something wrong? If only I had read this, if only I had listened to this, you know. But the truth is, you can't prepare everything before you enter the final competition. Then the other thing is that the people around you who are expecting so much from you, that is another layer of pressure. And then there are also the haters. Let's be honest. There are those who are around you who may not necessarily even say it, but are not necessarily looking for you to progress. And that is a lot that sits on the hearts and the shoulders of a teenager, you know, like these three. But going forward, it can only get better.
Right, right. Anyway, so we talked about, you know, you being in church yesterday, and a little birdie sent us a snippet of what happened in church yesterday. So let's check it out, and when we come back, we'll have more of the conversation. All right, so that was a Thanksgiving video of Frederick Loco in church yesterday, thanking God for being the winner and taking him through the Literacy Challenge 2024. So, Frederick, something, I heard something very interesting on Saturday, that when you came, that you didn't want to eat breakfast with the rest of the contestants. Why?
Yeah, that time I was fasting. I was fasting so that to ensure my winning, God will see me through today.
Wow. So fasting was part of your preparation.
Yeah.
How old are you again?
14.
And you were fasting?
Yes.
Adults, can you hear that? Adults, can you hear that? Wow. Anyway, what has literacy or joining the Literacy Challenge actually taught you?
It has taught me that I don't actually know everything in this world. And it has taught me that I should mostly look more into character first, and then there are more things for me to learn about outside of books. There are things that are going on in the world that I must get to know, I must get myself involved in, must try to explore and find out new things, not only relying on what I know.
Right. So, and how do you think this will actually influence your future academic pursuits and maybe your career goals?
I think if I get to know more about the world, whatever is happening and whatever is changing, I could be able to find more job opportunities because the world is advanced as we know it. And then every day new things are being put into the world. And then with the way the world is going, if you don't have education, you might not be able to do most of the jobs. And many people will not even accept you into their institution because of lack of education. So because of that, I have to look into it and make sure that I get every piece of knowledge, even of everything, at least a lot about the world, things that are happening.
Right. So Lillian, to those watching you right now, what would you tell them, especially your peers?
Well, like after we had done it, my phone just kept on buzzing because they were like thanking, like congratulating me and stuff like that. I think that I should be thanking them because they were the ones who really helped me. Because at some point I was like, can I even do this? But they kept on encouraging me and they were like, you can do it, we believe in you. When I wasn't believing in myself. So like, I just want to say like big thank yous to them because without them, I don't think I would have even come.
Right. And how do your parents feel about this?
Mom will stop talking. She's like, she's very proud of me.
Right.
Relatives that I didn't even know, like, is calling me.
Right. Okay. And Oliver, Oliver, I like you very much. I like you very much because your spirit of competition is like top notch. But at the same time, I like the fact that you realize that yes, it's a competition that anybody can actually win. So Oliver, there are people watching you right now. What would you tell them about the Literacy Challenge 2024? Or about the Literacy Challenge in general? Maybe if next year comes, what would you tell them?
They should give it a try. Because Literacy Challenge opens the mind to many things outside books, like current affairs. So they should give it a try. Not knowing maybe next year they could emerge as the winners. And I thank the Almighty God for how far He has brought me and what He has done for me. I thank Him.
Thank you.
I thank the management of Jaire for the opportunity they've given to me and the support. Thank you.
Thank you too. All right, so have you got any final words?
Yes, of course. I want to thank our sponsors. Our sponsors, the Ghana Gas Company, Fortune Spread, Our Life Soap, Prospectus Ghana Limited, Wee Biscuits by M4 Foods. They supported us this year. Many of them have come on a second, third, fourth time even. And, you know, I keep saying that it's not that easy to get corporate Ghana to sponsor things these days. Economy is not so great, but they're showing up and they're really supporting what we're doing here. They believe in education. And I want to encourage more corporate entities to believe in educational projects. It's the only way we can, look, we may not have all the money as a country, we have resources, we have challenges, but education is a leveler. It takes us places, and particularly literacy, like we've said over and over again, in this world that we are in now. It is not just about reading and writing. You need to be exposed. And exposure doesn't mean that you have to go to Abrochi every year. No, you're exposed to things through the internet, you're exposed to things through competitions like the Literacy Challenge, campaigns like this. And so I'm very grateful to our sponsors. And of course, thank you to the management and staff of ChannelOne TV and City FM. It's been a lot of hard work and people have really, really put their hands to the plow to make sure that this has come through. And thank you to all the contestants of the Literacy Challenge 2024, right from day one, the thousands who entered all the way down to the top 10, these 3 winners here. Thank you for believing in the project, for dedicating your time, because you're all students, exams were there, some of them even on vacation. They've shown up and, you know, done what we've encouraged them to do. I'm grateful to every one of them.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was really nice having you on the show. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the trophy right there. In case you've not seen it, can you carry the trophy? Show them, you know, do the whole champion thing. Yay! All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we have when it comes to the Literacy Challenge 2024. I mean, we have our winners, and obviously this is not just a competition, but it's a testament to education and the importance of reading. And now we see what our young ones have in their minds. A big thank you to Apioko, Head of Programs Production right here, Channel One TV and City FM, Frederick Loco, who's the winner, and Lillian Nakisha Amwako, first runner-up, and Oliver Kwachi Amwa, second runner-up. Thank you for coming and thank you for joining us.